I never want to be very strict, say, oh, these candidates have to know our data stack, our technology stack. Not necessary, because I believe in the growth mindset. So I want to very open, have an equal opportunity for everyone from diversified background, the growth mindset and the eagerness to learn. We actually have some best kids brands in the world, which you cannot buy anywhere. So it's like a very unique inventory collection. By the end of the day, the people you work with or your team is number one. That's the main power. That's the magic to make everything happen and hit the milestone.
Good morning. So today I have Sunny with us, who is a data lover who cares more about the business value that it can bring. She is a time manager and is willing to grab every opportunity to enhance her career and her personal growth. She's always organized, creative, and strongly motivated to do outstanding work. Analytics is her passion, so she's all about the numbers. Let's welcome Sunny on 10 Minutes of Hiring Wisdom, where she will tell us about her experiences, where she worked, and what we can learn from her. Hi, Sunny. How are you doing today?
Hey Manal, thank you for having me today. How's your week so far?
Not too bad, Sunny. How's your day going so far?
Everything good except the weather. So I base in New York. It's super hot and humid this week.
I heard there was a storm yesterday. Was everything okay on your end?
No, it's nothing. It just make the humid worse.
So you're not a human, as in like you don't like the warm weather, do you?
No, I actually, if it's hot, I prefer dry heat, like in Phoenix, this kind of dry heat. I'm fine, but no humid, not humid.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So, Sunny, would love to understand where you currently work, what your role is within the company, and what your company specifically does.
Yes, I definitely want to share more. So, now I'm currently working at Maisonette, which is a kids marketplace startup. So our goal is helping the parents find quality, really high quality products easily. It's a personalized shopping experience for millions family. So I really proud of all the content and all the products we cover. I'm a mom of two kids, so I love all the collection we have on the site for sure. We have website and we also have a mobile app to make the shopping experience easier for everyone. So I'm the data person at Maisonette. I actually the first data person for the company. So I joined the company about a year and 4 months or so ago. There's no data people before me. So you can imagine how things evolve over time. So it's definitely a fun time, at the initial try to align data strategy with business strategy, try to build the scalable data model, data solution for the business, and hiring a team. So we are in high growth mode. We've been hiring, grew the team from team of one to team of eight in the past 7 or 8 months or so. So my current team consists of analyst engineer, data analyst, and also data scientists supporting across business pillar from product, marketing, merchandising, and operation. All the great data problems within Maisonette. I'm definitely happy to chat further about my previous working experience. Any questions, Manal, you feel might be interested?
Of course. So I love the fact that you mentioned that your kids use it. What are your kids' names? Just curious.
For sure. So I have two. My daughter is 9 year old, is Kalina, and my
Okay.
son is Jared, 6 year old.
Okay, Kaina and Jared, beautiful names. Congratulations on being a mom. So we'd love to understand the process that goes behind in creating these products for kids, because I think there's so many platforms, so many companies that exist on building products for kids. So what exactly is special about your company, and why would you recommend them to parents as well, Sunny?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think from several perspectives. Number one, so Maisonette is like a marketplace. We actually have some best kids brands in the world, which you cannot buy anywhere. So it's like a very unique inventory collection, which is a really good competitive advantage for us. I would say number two is design and user experience is always number one priority for us. Parents is always our number one priority. So every quarter we will do interview, interact with our customer. We really took care their kids milestone, their growth, and we want to grow together with them. So the humanity side I feel is incredible and phenomenal. And the last part, the third area is definitely technology. So amazing that as a company invest a lot in the technology tech stack, and truly believe that's where can enable those premium seamless shopping experience and helping millions of family. Because as a parent, I know how hard to shopping. Some find the right product with the good quality and all the great stuff. Last but not least, I gotta say, I'm so proud of all the content, all the blogs we provide to parents. We kind of have content to say how you talk about politics with your kids, how you let your kids understand what is DEI, diversity, inclusive environment means to them, how they talk about certain things at school. Those are content are incredible. I am a big reader for those content and definitely learn a lot. Utilize day to day in my own parenting.
No, I love that. I think you mentioned. I think something that's great is what you mentioned is you personally put yourself in the feet of the customer, and understand what they want for. And I think humanity is the greatest asset. So really creating a brand, really creating a product centered around your customers is something that's so amazing. So hats off to you. And considering you're a parent, I'm pretty sure other parents could relate to you as well. So thank you so much for sharing that, Sunny. My next question for you, Sunny, would be you mentioned that you grew a team of 8 people. What was it like coming into a team and growing and finding the people that would you would want to work with? Can you elaborate a little more on how you found those people for you?
That's a great question. And I feel like hiring is usually number one priority as not easy because by the end of the day, the people you work with or your team is number one. That's the main power. That's the magic to make everything happen and hit the milestone. I would say, for different functionality, the story is different. Like, for example, analytics engineer is such a new and emerging field. So it's a little bit harder to find the person. Or you need to, there's an education process, say, tell people what exactly is analytics engineer, find the right techniques. And same thing for analysts and also data scientists. Data scientist is a war, across all the company. People are fighting for the right talents. And for analysts is analysts, I feel like the number one choice for analysts is those data storytelling. Are you a good person? Know how to use data to help make those data driven decisions. Finding the right people with the right mindset is always my hiring philosophy. So I want to be very open. I never want to be very strict, say, oh, these candidates have to know our data stack, our technology stack. Not necessary because I believe in the growth mindset. So I want to very open, have an equal opportunity for everyone from diversified background. The growth mindset and the eagerness to learn is number one when I hire my team. And I'm so proud of, all the team members. I feel so lucky to find them and I feel so proud of them working with them day to day.
Oh wow. I think you're definitely a leader because I think you consider your team members like babies, and when you actually see them grow and do well, you're just like, "Oh my god, I'm a proud mother." So I can definitely see you relating to that, Sunny, and it's great that you actually take a chance on people because usually sometimes people are like, "No, this person does not know our tech stack and we cannot hire them." But with that growth mindset, you know him, you're a great leader, can actually teach them is something that's so important. So kudos to you to actually giving people a chance and making them grow with you. Last question, Sunny. So your company is definitely growing. It's in a hyper growth stage. What are some of the characteristics other than open mindedness, growth mindedness, and this values? What can an individual do to be a part of your company? Like, what are some of the tips that you might have for job seekers today?
That's a great question. I think is, because of a startup and a young company is usually very structure wise is flat. We definitely looking for people with ownership because by the end of the day, you manage your roadmap. You are the stakeholders for your own work. You are the one saying, this is my achievement, this is my milestone, contribute to Maisonette. So we're definitely looking for people is one, have great ownership. The second part is I would say people are very agile and pivoting. What I mean by that is usually there's a long-term strategy, right? What is the goal? What is the blue sky looks like? But there can be multiple paths or journey to hit the goal. In order to fail and learn quickly is definitely a great trait for a startup. You kind of have that learning culture, learning mindset is don't be afraid to test, don't be afraid to fail, and learning and working pivot as needed to hit the goal. I would say those are the number, like a two major traits. Uh,
No, no, I think some of your biggest learnings usually come from your failures. So it's definitely inspiring that leaders like you do want people to fail because that's when you learn the most. So thank you so much, Sunny. Sunny, if you had one key piece of advice for job seekers out there who are looking for a job, what would it be?
I would say the advice I will give is, the career journey is long for anyone. Don't be afraid to pivot, and don't be afraid to settle down. What I mean by that is, you might into this career nowadays, try it, explore, and pivot as needed, go to another career path if you feel that's your passion. That's what I saw a lot of people in the data fields, especially many data analysts work for a few years and pivot to data scientists, or data scientists pick it back to data engineer because they feel like data quality is their passion. So my advice is definitely go explore and try, follow your passion. Don't be afraid to pivot.
Oh no, I think that's interesting because I think even when we were young and everything, we're just like, oh, if we're choosing this study of field, we have to stick with it. We have to go with it, and it's just like written in stone. But nowadays, I think there's so many options. So do something that you like. If it doesn't work out for you, try something else. I mean, what's the most that could happen, right? So thank you so much for coming on the show, Sunny. It was a pleasure learning from you, learning about your wonderful two kids and wonderful company. People would be
No,
lucky to
thank you,
work under you
Manuel. I
because you sound
really
like a
enjoy
wonderful
our
leader. Thank you so
conversation.
much.
Thank you for having me.